Are you aware of how unique, special, wonderful, incredible and powerful you really are? Yet in spite of those wonderful qualities that lie within you, you tend to think like everyone else. When you align your thinking with you can easily overcome depression, make as much money as you want to, find the love and relationships that you want and deserve, and achieve spectacular health to be able to enjoy this life as much as you possibly can. But if you don't involve you in your thinking process, if your thinking is not aligned with you, everything becomes so much more difficult for you because you're not using the help that lies within you. You're trying to do everything on your own, feeling overwhelmed in the process and feeling lost and alone. You don't need to feel like that when there's help within, but in order to get that help to make life so much more easier for you, your thinking must be aligned with you. You need to incorporate you, those special, wonderful qualities, into your thinking process that will allow you to enjoy this life as much as you possibly can and make everything so much easier for you. So how do you change your life forever and learn how to align your thinking with you to make everything so much more easier for you? Well, you need to go back to the start of this video and listen to what I told you. You are special, unique, incredible, wonderful, powerful, awesome, amazing, sensational, phenomenal. You are all those things. And if you listen closely, you realize all those things are feelings. And feelings are the driving force behind you wanting your goal. A new and better feeling is the real goal that you want to create to change the way you feel. Now, whether it's wealth, physical, mental health, love and relationships, it's a new and better feeling. And the feelings may be different for everyone, but what's most important is the way that you want to feel once you've achieved your goal. The end result must be included in your thinking process. That feeling of you having your goal needs to be at the beginning of your thinking process. And that's why Dave's Therapy, we put our feelings first, as that is our real goal. Once you realize in the program that I'll quickly show you, that doesn't cost anything, that only takes 10 minutes of a day, is the feelings do all the work for you. So many people never cross the finish line to their goal and their happiness because they don't incorporate the driving force to get them there. It seems to take forever and they give up in the process. I don't want anyone to feel the way that I used to feel in wanting to give up in order to feel happy, that I'll never feel happier again because I was going through a lot of pain. I had to learn how to reconnect and use what I've been given to have the life that I'll love. And what I used was love. It was the ability for me to care more for me by changing the way I think and learning how to use what's within me in the way that I wanted to feel into my thinking process. To put it simply, to be yourself. So many people are thinking like so many other people and feeling as if they're living someone else's life where they don't care. And yet caring is the foundation to your progress and growth and ultimate happiness and peacefulness. And if you watch this video and incorporate the program that I'll show you, all these things become easy because it's a feelings-based program. There's no thinking required. You don't need to know how to make money, lose weight, conquer depression, and create the love and relationships. You don't need to know who's going to love you or who you're going to love or when it's going to happen. You can create that. There's no thinking involved. When you think too much, it creates overthinking, and that makes you feel worried and stressed. They are not the feelings you want in the future. What feelings do you want? And start using them into your thinking process to be yourself, to be that amazing, special person that you are. So why incorporate feelings into our thinking process? Well, feelings are the language of the subconscious mind. The subconscious mind lies beneath your conscious mind and represents 95% of who you are. So it's a lot to miss out on if you're not using its help. The job of your subconscious mind is to take a feeling that is not real and make it real for you. So if you're not feeling happy, its job is to make you feel happy. If you not feeling loved, its job is to make you feel loved. If you don't have the freedom and control to be able to think the way you want to do and live your life, it gives you that freedom and control. It's a gift that you give yourself ultimately by connecting with your subconscious mind to allow it to do its job rather than you thinking and worrying about how to do something. We don't want negative feelings. We only want positive feelings. That's why we start at the end result and how you want to feel when you achieve your goal. What the subconscious mind sees or hears, often it believes. This is not a program that I'll show you you'll do once. You have to keep knocking on that door for that door to open. You have to do it often for the subconscious mind to believe what you're asking of it to do. You got to keep knocking, keep knocking, keep knocking. That door will open. The door does not open on its own. It requires you to care about you to connect with your subconscious mind. If you want to get to where you want to go, you want to get here, you want to get there, you want to get somewhere, you've got to use these together. Use your conscious mind, the logical thinking mind that says, hey, the way I'm thinking is not working, I'm feeling miserable. That's your sign things are not working when you're feeling negative. I've got to change my thinking. Use that conscious mind and use your subconscious mind together to get there. The best thing about incorporating feelings into your thinking process is that feelings are free. So your self-improvement program won't cost you a cent. The love given to you did not come with a price tag. So your starting point is at the finish line. How will it feel once you've achieved your goal? Now, I give my clients a list of feelings they want more of. I tell them, don't set goals. Set feelings you want more of, because that is the goal anyway. We are so fixated on goals, wealth, relationships, physical health, mental health. We don't actually realize or understand that what we're really chasing is a new and better feeling. So we spend our lives chasing a goal. We are not a goal. We are not wealth. And you hear people say, yeah, I'm definitely not money. We are not relationships, and we are not physical health, and we are not mental health. So why are we chasing something that's not us? And do we feel as if we're living a life that's not us? So set feelings you want more of. That is the goal. That is the driving force and the motivation behind you wanting your goal anyway. We're just fast tracking your success rather than you chasing something that's not you. We want to better you, and we want to work within you. So the first feeling I have my clients expand upon is discipline. As I told you before, what the subconscious mind sees or hears often, it believes. So this program needs to be done often. You will not get the results that you want trying to do this program once a week, once a month, or once a year. It is a commitment to your subconscious mind. It wants a relationship with you. It wants to feel as if you're all in. And if you go all in, it'll go all out to help you. You've got to make that commitment. Discipline, number one. Trust the process. You have an inbuilt no-fail system within you that will guide you towards your happiness. All you need to do is trust that process and be patient. It takes time before the subconscious hears you knocking at the door, opens the door up for you to move towards a better you. So discipline, trust, and be patient. It's taken me 5 years to really get a grasp of having patience, because so many people say, oh, your therapy's rubbish and this doesn't work, and where's your references and your data and all your proof? And I tell them that I don't see a person as a book or a piece of paper, and I believe that the love given to you was given to you at birth. You weren't born with a book or a piece of paper, and this love had to be unconditional for everyone. Like someone in South Africa who's got no school, got no money, it couldn't be a book. It couldn't be something they needed to spend money on. It had to be something within, something you were born with that didn't cost a cent. So be patient. I no longer get upset with people saying it's rubbish, because before I'd want to punch them out. These feelings run through you, and once you expand patience, you slowly become patient. So I no longer listen to a lot of people who talk negatively, because it's not part of my program. The program says, hey, that's not you, move on to the next feeling that is. So even though I might get frustrated at them not listening to me, I've quickly moved on to the other feelings that are part of my program, and that program becomes me, and I no longer get caught up in what other people are thinking. So be patient and be thankful for what you've been given. I want to go into happiness because we are so caught up in looking for happiness or trying to read a book to understand how to become happier. But happiness is a feeling, so all you need to do is expand upon it, and they seem to have a life of their own. So if you expand the feeling of happy, will you feel more happier with more wealth, with more money? Will you feel more happier in a new and better relationship? Will you feel happier losing weight? Will you feel happier with mental health and conquering depression? If you can just trust these feelings that are within you, even though they're not real to start with, the subconscious will make them real, then they will have a life of their own and lead you towards what's going to make you happy. Trust the process. I'm going to leave laughing in here because laughing is so important in this world that we're living in right now. People have forgotten laughter or forgotten what it sounds like. And we're living in a world that's so fearful that so many people are just so focused on what's wrong and what's negative and looking outside of themselves for their answers that lie within. So I want to include laughing, not I am feeling laughing, but I am laughing, or I am having fun, or I am really happy, or I am really joyful, or actually just laughing into your program and just listening to you laughing. It sounds crazy, but there are so many people that want to end their lives because they get caught up in conscious mind. I talked about it before, how it's only 5% of who you are. And because they never go into their subconscious mind, they go round and round in circles with the same results, not knowing how to connect and feel happy, just get caught up on thinking on the logical and critical thinking that conscious mind is. The subconscious, remember, is a non-rational thinking mind. Things don't need to make sense. It wants to take a feeling that is not real and make it real for you. So when these people get caught up in conscious mind and go round and round in circles getting the same results, the same crappy results, they say, I don't want to put up with these bad results all the time. This is not my life. I want to end it because I'm just going to keep getting the same results over and over again. And that's so true because you never changed the environment you thought from. And when they get to that real low point, that they end their lives because their self-talk is, I don't feel like being me and I don't feel like living this life anymore. And when people rubbish this therapy and say, oh, feelings don't work, it was their feelings that ended their life. And that is so sad, but it's so important to understand the real change that happens within you is when you change your self-talk. It's when you start listening to you, which is a form of caring for you, and that caring within you guides you towards actions that are loving towards you. It's you giving yourself your own goal, and it's a gift you should start giving yourself. So it's so important that we change our self-talk and start listening to us. And if we become more happier, as I tell my clients, I don't need to motivate 10, 20 or 100 people. It's just one person. And that the people that I'm helping are becoming happier. Their friends and family are saying, hey, what are you doing? And that person's just saying, hey, I'm just being me. That's all you need to do too. So, and those friends and family will listen to you more than they'll listen to me. That's okay. And they'll start doing what you're doing. And this whole world will start changing one person at a time. So it's just trying to connect with one person, trying to help you understand what you have within that you can use that perhaps you're not using to make your life so much more enjoyable and easier for you. And you'll just have an appreciation once you understand what you've been given and really appreciate life a lot more. And when you're appreciative of life a lot more, you'll have more to be appreciative of. I'm even appreciative of those seagulls making a noise. Hey, you know, you start seeing the bad things, or not the bad things, but the negatives as positives. Everything becomes a learning experience. And that's what you'll get through your program, as you'll learn more about you, on how to become happy and how to just rely on you rather than looking elsewhere through someone else who's not you. It's a commitment to you to care for you, to have a life that you care for. So when is the best time to do your program and change your life forever? So it's so important to understand that our subconscious minds are receptive to reprogramming at certain times of the day. Our brains, or what brains we have, operate at different speeds and frequencies throughout the day, and they are called brainwave cycles per second, and they are measured in hertz. So while we're sleeping, we're in the delta phase. When we wake up, we're a bit scatterbrainish. Where's my coffee? We're in the theta phase. Alpha is the first 20 to 30 minutes after you wake up. That is when you are creative. Beta phase is when you're working and studying. Although I have seen people working in the sleeping phase. Gamma is in the middle of your day, and you're pushing conscious mind to the limit. You've got 1,000,001 other things on your mind. So the two times to create change is when you are feeling creative. So alpha becomes the times you do your program. The first 20 to 30 minutes after you wake up, the last 20 to 30 minutes before you fall asleep. Now, to add in some extra information, working with top athletes, they are running a third program. They are lucky enough, unlike us, to do a workout or do meditation or go to the gym or go for a swim or go fishing in the middle of the day in order to feel relaxed, which is the key to opening up your subconscious mind and working with it. So they're running a third program. And then they're doing a workout in the evening, feeling relaxed after that, doing another program, and then another program before they fall asleep. What it's telling me is your subconscious mind knows where you are. So if you are depressed and you're not moving and you're just staying in your bed all day or all night or whatever, it'll get you crawling. From a crawl to a walk, from a walk to a run, and from a run to a sprint. And that's why athletes can throw as many programs as they want to. They're already running. The subconscious mind gets them sprinting, and an athlete will know that it's a combination of both conscious mind and subconscious mind that allows them to play to 100% of their potential. And what's interesting is the more they care for themselves, the more love they have for themselves, the more love they have for their sport. And when you love and enjoy your sport more, you play to a higher level and you get a higher paycheck. So it's not about the money, it's the foundation that's most important, putting the love first. And if people understood, instead of trying to maximize their day and doing 1,000,001 other things that's not themselves and failing and not getting the results they want, you get your foundation right. You get a love for yourself and have that expanded. That'll cancel out all the other things that you're doing that's failing. If you can understand this time is only 10 or 20 minutes that's needed, the subconscious mind knows there's enough on your plate already. You don't have 2 hours to do yoga and meditation, positive affirmations and creative visualization. You don't have that time. There's enough on your plate. You're too busy. It's saying, give me 10 or 20 minutes. That's all I need. I'll change your life forever. That sounds like a good deal for me. So get comfortable, connect, and start caring and have that reflected all around you. The beauty that lies within, you'll see the beauty all around you. So start caring. Because you're working with your subconscious mind, which is unlimited and has an unconditional love for you and everyone else on this planet, and the plants and the flowers and the dolphins I just saw, it is unlimited in what it can do. So here are two options to design and run your program. The first one is the free one. Just write out a list of feelings you want more of and say these feelings out loud in the times that I told you in the previous video. I am feeling happy. And just leave a gap before you move on to the next feeling to feel the feeling. Now, there's a lot of people who are sad and depressed. They say, Dave, I can't even feel happy when I say it. Boy, oh boy, I feel really sorry for them. So, when you're working with your subconscious mind, if you can just knock on the door, over time, it can hear that and it comes to open that door for you and it gives you the feeling of happiness. Ask and you shall receive, but this time you're asking with feelings. I'm running a program right now that's based a lot on happiness and feeling motivating and empowering and helpful and kind and enjoying myself. And when a stressful situation comes along that usually would worry me or stress me out, I'm actually happy and I'm laughing because the program that I'm running, the feelings that I'm incorporating into my program are coming through me 24/7. They're not stopping. They seem to have a life of their own. So they come through all the time. So I'm not trying to be happy. I just am all the time without any effort. And that's what you'll find over time when you too run your program. So that's the free one that you can say out loud. You only need to do it for 5 or 10 minutes. And the real change that takes place is the change in your self-talk. When I listen to people who are sad and depressed, boy, it really depresses me. They're listening to voices inside their head where they are talking to them about ending their life. And it's really interesting to me. I'm not saying it's positive or it's really good, but they are listening to themselves, talking to themselves to end their life. So their self-talk needs to change, but they never do that. And that's the power of this program, is you are talking in a different way to yourself, therefore listening and caring more for you that will stop you from doing harmful behavior. And this program, yes, it takes time, but your self-talk is the only thing that really needs to change because you're listening to that, and listening's caring. So the other program is to use your phone, and I have a pair of headphones when I run my program. I put my headphones on and just zone out. I'm in a completely different world when these are on. So you can just get a recording device on your phone and record the feeling. I am feeling happy. Leave a 5, 10, 20 second gap into your next feeling. I am feeling peaceful or grateful. And if you're uncomfortable listening to yourself when you're starting out doing this program, add some background music, but nothing like heavy metal or pop or rock or whatever. Just something that's like waves crashing on a beach, or some piano or something relaxing that enables you to relax, let go, and try and feel the feeling. And again, if you can't feel it over time, you will. So those are the two programs. I am designing an app on your phone because when you do this program and you leave a gap between each feeling, you'll need to run the program on your phone when you design it. It'll take you 10 to 20 minutes just to run one program. My app will be able to do it for you in 2 or 3 minutes, and the app will help you align with you more quickly, and it's a better way of doing things. So that will be available soon, especially if davestherapy.com and some of my videos get a few more views. You'll have the app before you know it, and you'll be feeling a whole lot better before you know it. So those are the two programs. That's a gift you give yourself when you're running feelings and then the feelings are running you. You chose how you want to feel in the future, and you've given yourself that. That's why it's all on you, and you don't want to listen to too many people in life. You really want to spend time listening to you and caring more for you. Eventually you'll start listening to more people and helping more people out, because that's just love wanting to expand itself. But you need to start with you first. You need to put you first, and everything else will come from that. And remember, it's only 5, 10, 20 minutes. You should be able to make time for you. So start caring more for you. We live in a world of duality where two parts make the whole. Day has night, forwards has backwards, male has female, the tide comes in and the tide goes out. So for any new therapy that's going to dramatically move you forward, it needs to be able to work in reverse too. So as I told you before, what the subconscious mind sees or hears, often it believes, and its language is feeling. Have you been giving your subconscious mind feelings that you don't want more of? If you are single, lonely, and unloved, have you been giving your subconscious mind feelings of being lonely and unloved often? And has your subconscious mind given you more of those feelings back to you? Oh, that hurt. If you are poor, broke, and don't have a cent to your name, have you been giving your subconscious mind feelings of being poor, broke often? And has your subconscious mind given you more of those feelings back to you? If you are depressed, can you see where I'm going? Have you been giving your subconscious mind feelings of being depressed often? And has your subconscious mind given you more of those feelings back to you as a form of caring? If you are overweight, it's a no-brainer, isn't it? If you are overweight, have you been giving your subconscious mind feelings of being tired, burnt out, exhausted often from carrying all that weight around? And has your subconscious mind given you more of those feelings back to you? At some point, you're going to have to face truth. You're going to have to own up and take responsibility for how you feel and your life. And you'll understand that those feelings have created your life. At some point, you're going to have to make a choice. You're going to have to face truth. So why won't people do this therapy? Why not connect to truth and make life easier for themselves? And that answer can be summed up in one word: fear. And to make things even worse for people, it is an imaginary fear. So what is your imaginary fear that keeps holding you back? Well, let me show you. You see that darkness? That darkness is your own light. What you're most afraid of is the greatest version of you. You see, you're not used to having the feelings of having all the money, the love, the health and happiness that you've always wanted. You're uncertain of how that would affect your life and how you would feel. And through your uncertainty lives your fear. Afraid of you. Pure hell, don't you think? The Dave's Therapy program expands the feelings you want more of so you're used to those feelings. Because if you have not done a lot of inner work on yourself and you fall into money and you fall in love really quickly, you will quickly sabotage those things because you're not used to those feelings and go back to the old you. Dave's Therapy is about creating a new you with a new way of thinking. But for most people, that darkness is what's leading them the way. The reason why they're tired all the time and 1,000 cups of coffee ain't changing anything is because that darkness leads the way and they're constantly following it. When you expand those feelings, which are a form of love, it's a form of light. And when you expand light, the dark has to step out from the light, and now you're free. You can only do that through love. Loving what you do, loving someone, or loving yourself, which is what Dave's Therapy is all about. You get to pick one, or two, or three, the more the better. Expand that love. Set yourself free from that darkness. Understand the darkness is your light, and it's all on you. Shine your light. Set yourself free, because the ability to be able to control your own mind, the way you think and feel and appreciate and love life, is priceless. Money can't buy that. It is a gift that you give yourself by caring for yourself. It is an incredible feeling, one of the best in the world, and it's yours too. But that requires you to make that choice, for you to love you. And I'll leave you with nothing but love, because that's all you need. Have a wonderful day. I'm going swimming. Freedom! Freedom!